on, let's do this.
All right, for me,
Now you're
officially
recording.
All right, man. We'll fix my hat.
Right on. Look at this. I picked up this hat in Vegas.
Oh, nice. That's a
Such a
nice hat.
Vegas, such a Vegas hat.
Nice, man. I like it. All right, we're official, so we might as well just leave it all in there. Welcome to InTheBox Selection. It's your boy Francis. We have a guest in the house, Mr. Luis.
How's it going, everybody?
And first things first, make sure you guys go check out Luis on his Instagram. He has some great cards, and he's been part of the podcast for a while. So, InTheBox Collections, I'm your host, right? I got my Batman concept in the new place. We're still getting set up and everything else for it.
That's right.
So, big week, NFL Week 1 preseason is officially over. I wanted to do a recap. You were the one to answer the phone call. I really appreciate that. And,
yes, sir.
Yeah. So, for the people that
week
watching,
one, preseason week one, overreaction or just reaction?
we can do whatever you want. We can do the point. The plan of it is just to do 3 takeaways that stood out to you, and of course, 1 hobby observation. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. What's up first?
All right, I can go first if you want me to. If you want me to, I can go first, or you can go first. Up to you.
I'm gonna let you take the lead, sir.
All right, perfect. Taking the lead for InTheBox Collections, yours surely. My takeaway would be Trevor Lawrence's first outing. I'm not worried about the boy Trevor T-Law. He showed up. He clocked in. He threw for 71 yards. He got sacked twice. He fumbled, and overall the Jacks took the L to the Browns, which whatever's the Browns. If you ask anybody, like complete overreaction, people are going crazy about this. They're acting like that T-Law, like Trevor, was the only person that took an L that day, and that he was trash in his first NFL game. To me, Trevor T-Law, man, he should. First of all, he was in the field for the QBs, so 4 of the QBs, and the whole entire team took the L. Right? It was Trevor's first game, and you know who else first game it was? It was also Coach Urban Meyer's first game back to the NFL, right? We're not in Kansas anymore. I mean, Ohio, but it's really the same concept. And we're talking about the first preseason game for both of these guys. And you know how they responded? They cut Tim Tebow. And to me, that team tells that move, making that move tells me they're already heading to the right direction. So, T-Law, Trevor, Urban Meyer, it's going to be okay for the Jacks. That's my first takeaway.
I also think Trevor Lawrence is actually on the worst team.
That is also true. Like he doesn't really have, and especially in preseason, he doesn't have any of his actual weapons. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Out of the 5 drafted quarterbacks in the first round, he's on the worst team. I mean, Trey Lance is in a good situation. Justin Fields is in a good situation. Zach Wilson actually has a couple of receivers and maybe a good defensive line that's going to keep him in games. And, of course, Mac Jones, or not Mac Jones, I forgot Mac's last name. Mac, you know Mac from the Patriots.
Yeah, I know Mac.
His
Mac
team.
Jones, Big Mac Jones.
Is it Mac Jones?
Yeah, it's
Mac Jones. Okay, I was like, I had to break apart for a second. I think, from what I saw on the people talking on the talk radio and what I heard, it seems like Zach Wilson and Mac Jones are the ones that took the hit. Are we still recording? Yes, I think I lost you, Francis, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going for the boy Francis.
No, I'm right here. I just want to make sure you have the spotlight. I'm right here. I want to make sure you have the spotlight.
Oh man! Oh, okay. Are you right there? I thought
right
I lost you. Okay, go for it. I got you. So Zach Wilson didn't show us much. I guess he didn't have much offer. He didn't get into the end zone. Mac Jones also didn't get into the end zone. He seemed kind of flatline. I saw a couple of highlight reels where people were saying that he made Tom Brady's arm strength look like 99 level on Madden, which is whatever. I didn't actually see any of his plays, but I do have one critique about my boy Trey Lance. I'm a 49er fan. He seemed to have some happy feet on the field in the pocket. He didn't escape the pocket like I thought he would. Of course, his first game in like 2 years, I believe, or second game in 2 years, something like that. But he did
It's
throw
not
a nice, beautiful pass to Sheffield for like an 80-yard score, which was pretty amazing. Um, so that's my takeaway from week one. There's still more to be seen. This was the first
well,
preseason game in 2 years. First game with fans for a lot of these guys, even the second year players. So it is what it is. We'll see what week two has in store for us, and I'm sure week three, this week two will be the best preseason game we get. I think out of the three games.
I mean, it's only gonna wait. It's only gonna go up from now, right? For Matt Jones, man, I do
Yes,
believe
sir.
that I watched him play. He was smart. He was pretty smart, and he was just like a smart guy. He was relaxed. He didn't seem like he was uncomfortable. Which
Okay.
takes me to my second takeaway, right? Which is the New Orleans Saints. They have issues. Hill is not the answer. Winston's not the answer. They were eating the whole turnover meme comes to mind. Like he's eating turnovers. Oh my god, they had like
Yeah.
six, and for a team that is really looking for a starting QB in preseason, that is not a rookie, that is not a new guy, that is not a guy that needs experience, it's scary if you ask me. Like for the Saints, I would be scared. Michael Thomas, I'm pretty sure he's not coming back, and he was having issues. Either he's coming back or he's either coming back this year, not anytime soon, but he's already having issues. And Alvin
Yeah.
Kamara has been, I don't know, man. They're treating him like a Todd Gurley and just burning him out, if you ask me. So my second takeaway is had to do with the Saints and having lots of issues.
Okay.
What's your second takeaway?
I mean that's a really good I guess take on the Saints. I didn't see much of the Saints game, but I do know you're right. They do run Alvin Kamara through the ringer, and I'm trying to think if that's a good thing for my fantasy football teams because fantasy football season is coming up. That might be a good reason to take Alvin Kamara, but I definitely think they have a backup plan in their third string quarterback. I'm not sure if it's what his name is, but he looked decent. And do you know what the name of the third string quarterback is? The rookie they drafted?
Uh,
Is
I,
it Ian Book?
yes, yes.
If it's not Ian Book, it's David Mills, but I think it's Ian Book. I confuse those two guys for some
Give
reason.
me a second. Give me a second. Let
Um,
me go. I can pull up the lineup right now. So, by the way, do you like it
and
when I switch you off when I give you the main
yeah,
screen
that's
here?
cool. Yeah, that'll work. I was confused the first
Yeah,
time, but now I
it's
know. Yeah,
you kind of you're gonna learn working with the software and a couple of different things like that. So
yes, sir. We're working out the kinks and bugs, right?
right, like you
I
elevate my
definitely,
desk will be in the back. So yeah.
yeah, I definitely love talking football, and we'll see more and more to come. I went to a couple of 49er practices this year, and I can just tell you, like sometimes last year, a big thing in major in football that I think we all took for granted. Me, because I personally don't go to a lot of sporting events. The crowd, the just the electrifying
Mm.
buzz of a crowd out there is important. You can see the players feeding off, and I did see a lot of smiles from players this year, and a lot more, I guess, competitive drive. So I think we're all going to see a better product on the field this year, and I'm excited for that. And I'm
I think
excited for some of these guys to be
so.
back. Joe Burrow
You're
will be
talking
back.
about Ian Book. He kind of looks like a young Drew Brees. So if
There you go.
that's, I mean, it's the same
He
thing the
look
Giants did with Daniel Jones. You just picked a guy that looked exactly like Eli Manning for him.
right, and I kind of like what he's. I've seen some of the stuff that he had in college. He's the one that went and play. I forgot where he played. It doesn't matter where he played, but I think he could be something that's good. Another thing I took away, it seems like the Colts have a contingency plan with their third string quarterback as well.
Sam
So
Ellinger.
yes,
Yeah,
everybody's talking
yeah.
about the boy Sam Ellinger like he's gonna blow up. So we'll see what happens with him. Somebody make sure to find all his rookie cards. It'd be a good,
somebody
it'd be a good
find him
investment.
on a somebody find him on a pot of gold, right?
You could probably buy some of his cards for about what do you think? Uh $10 for 100 cards or something like that. So I'm thinking that's going to be a gold mine. I also noticed a trend with the card business, right? We were talking about cards and trends in the hobby. Um, there was a player from the Patriots, a rookie running back that was drafted in like the late round. He went off for a 90-yard run. And then I go and look at my eBay, and both of the cards that I have posted at him sold.
Oh, for real? Oh,
Yeah,
I was. By the way, I was
it was like
talking, and I'm
a
like, you know what? I'm gonna stop with this the whole screen thing. I was talking, and like I kind of cut myself off. I kind of like couldn't see it, but yeah, that's great. So I mean, that is usually how it happens. That's how I sold so many Chris Middleton cards when they won the championship. Thanks to you, bro. I appreciate it. My eBay appreciates it. Not really, but when when Holland Tucker got traded, my cards went away. What's his name? That just went to the Lakers. Chris Nunn. Yeah,
yeah,
Chris
no, no,
Nunn. Kendrick
no,
Nunn
Kendrick, no.
when he signed to the Lakers, his car value like raced up a little bit, and I was able to sell like two of his
Oh,
cars. So I was pretty happy about it. Before we get
absolutely.
to the hobby take, real quick, my third take will be Justin Fields is the motherfucking truth. That is
Yes.
one guy that I'm keeping in my PC right now will be Justin Fields, and of course Mac Jones. I'm invested, but Justin Fields is the truth. Like he's a savage. Like I'm still cannot believe I was reading up on him, and his quote to the Chicago Sun Times was that it was actually kind of slow to me, to be honest. Like so
Yeah.
if a player is saying that game one in preseason, when you're playing against the best of the best, given they are trying to get a contract, they are pretty young guys, but for this
Right,
guy to
right,
comes
right.
out and make a statement like this, you're like, oh shit, either this kid is the truth or this dude is like the next Johnny Football just talking shit out here. And I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
he's.
he's nothing like Johnny Football talking shit out here. He must be the
I
truth.
really think I'm with you on this one, bro. All the way 100%. As a 49er fan, it's kind of a little bit bittersweet because I was all in on Justin Fields prior to um, learning more about Trey Lance, which Trey Lance physically is, I think, probably a better football type, taller, stronger. You
Yeah.
know, seems more talented. The ceiling, as they say, is higher. But
Yeah.
Justin Fields looked like a worker. Justin Fields looked like somebody that was in there, did it, fought through injury, all this stuff you want to see in a
He
football
wants it,
player,
man.
and he looked
He
great.
wants it.
Yeah, he looked great. He participated in everything. And yeah, he might not be the alpha male yelling at everybody in the locker room, but it's not always you
That's
always don't lead by what you say. You got to lead by what you do. And
yeah.
I think he definitely has that in him. I wish him the best, honestly, because I really thought that's who we were gonna get. I never thought we were getting Mac Jones. I never really
No.
thought. It was a little bit scary there when the whole world was saying that the Niners were gonna take Mac Jones, which is whatever at 14 or whatever number we were at
Yeah.
initially. I was thinking Mac Jones was gonna be a steal, but when we traded our whole entire future for the third pick, I didn't think Mac Jones was then a steal.
Oh
So,
no.
um, you know,
That's hilarious.
I'm thinking the coaching staff got who they wanted, and that's a good thing. Maybe they know better than I do or
Mhm.
you do, but I do think Justin Fields looks good, and I do think the Bears got a good one for a long time. Which
I
I
like
don't hate
Justin
the
Fields. Yeah.
Bears. Yeah, I don't hate the Bears. I got nothing against Justin Fields. I mean, let the boy prosper and have a good old time.
Right?
Hopefully he looked good. I mean, the only two quarterbacks in the draft this year to record a touchdown, well, first round were Justin Fields and Trey Lance. So
I mean,
that's
YOLO, right? Send it, right?
yeah,
It's hard. Send it for. I'm good with everything that he. I'm good with the way that he did it. So not
yeah,
complaining about the Bears pick. I think the Bears might do pretty good, but who knows, man? Matt Nagy's crazy out there, and yeah, I mean he's still behind like Andy Dalton. So but that's irrelevant. Like, come on.
yeah.
All right,
We'll
so
we'll let that fall where it may.
right. Which that was my three. What's my three takeaways, right? So, you got any more takeaways before we move on to the hobby
Uh,
observation?
man, I want to say I um watched the Niner game. I watched some of the Raider game, which wasn't too spectacular. I watched some of the highlights for the Jets and the
The the hurt. I think people are also overreacting about the Eagles, but we'll talk about that next week in next week's game. But yeah, for it. Oh, well, Luis is having some technical difficulties, so I'm gonna remove him for a tenth of a second. All right, so when Luis comes back, I'll give you guys my what's the best way to say it? My hobby observation while Luis comes back. So my hobby observation, are we resting in peace Jordan Love cards? That is kind of like my kind of what's popping into my side of it. First things first, I hope that Jordan Love has a speedy recovery. He did get dinged, which is like a weird, I don't know, it's like a weird saying that he's okay, but not really in a sense. But, hey, welcome back, Luis, man. I
you
was
see me?
waiting
You
for
see
you.
me?
So we went over to I started doing my hobby observation, but you're back now. So
Sorry, I got a phone call.
oh gotcha.
I got a phone call and it just interrupted everything I was doing.
That's okay though. Hey man, welcome back.
Yeah.
I can pick up. I can pick up where I left. I could pick up with my hobby observation.
Okay, go for it.
My hobby observation is based on Jordan Love. We resting in peace Jordan Love cards. I was going over the first things first. That I hope he has a good recovery. He got dinged, which they pushed him. He had something with the shoulder. I don't know whether if he's good or not, but still, Aaron Rodgers is officially back. As of right now, which begs the question for his car value based on the hobby. What are the people going to do and to do with Jordan Love? I mean, he's not taking over for the Packers anytime soon, right?
No.
He might have to sit down another year. What does it mean for his value to the hobby? We already know the hobby and the collectors, they favor rookies and overall young players.
Hmm.
Love will be it will be might be what 2 years in the league and like 23 years old by the time he might get started, which is not old, but it's like in football years, 23 is pretty old. Like he's almost like a grandpa. Um, and for the Packers, like what does it? By the time that he starts, the Packers might already be looking at his replacement, like which is 2 years from now. And I really all depends on what happens with Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers goes out there and they make it to the Super Bowl, I don't see Aaron Rodgers leaving that team. So what's the verdict on Love? Are we buying Love? Are we selling Love? Or are we going to hold on Love?
I definitely think that Love you're holding. You're holding um as far as I don't think his value is gonna drop because he still has that potential.
Yeah,
And I feel like I saw a couple of his like highlights while and he threw the ball decent. Um, I didn't see the hit or any injury. Did he get hurt?
he something to do with his shoulder since he got ding was the
Okay,
expression they
dinged up.
did, but he
Okay.
got bumped in the shoulder pretty hard. That took him out the game for the rest of the game.
Um, I've personally sold I think almost every single high quality Jordan Love card. I sold
Same,
my last rated rookie for like $55.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, it was a rated rookie, like prism, like red and green holiday prism one.
yeah.
So it was a good variation, and it sold for 55. So I took it.
YOLO, man. There you go. We're not holding Love. We're selling Love right now, right? That's the
So
best way.
so maybe we're selling. Maybe I was already selling him, but I think if his value goes down a little bit this year, I would definitely uh once his value
Buy.
go down, I would buy some of it,
Take that low
just
risk
some of it,
inventory.
and then Brett Favre, excuse me, not Brett Favre, Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers
Rodgers.
is not coming back after this year. He's
No?
done. No, he's done. No matter what. I think he wants to ride off into the sunset with a Super Bowl. But this is it. He put it out there. You saw the meme he put out there, right? It's the last
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah.
He's calling it out. He's
Yeah. It's the
the
last
the
dance,
biggest things
so I don't know. It's the last chance of the
that
Broncos. They trash this year and pick up all the wide receivers and offer him $200 million
you
in
have
two
to
weeks.
think about these athletes. These athletes are all divas. They're all egotistical. They have to be in order to be this excellent at their craft, their hobby, their
Yeah.
what they do. You can't be in between. So he is dead set on leaving, and the way he structured his contract sounds like it's going to be easy for him to leave. And by the end of the year, they'll know whether or not Jordan Love is ready. And if he is, you're taking the gamble by buying Jordan Love low. Uh, you'll be able to sell him
Yeah. Right.
if,
Not as well.
if they still like him, and if they don't, you'll take a hit. So
All
my
right, man.
perspective is I would buy.
So, all right. So we're kind of buying, selling, and holding for Jordan Love.
Yeah,
All right, guys. So this has been
yeah,
your boy France in the box selection. Make sure you guys check out Luis Brown Pencil Cards 9320 on Instagram. Thanks
yes,
for being on
sir.
the show, man. Really appreciate you. I'm gonna
Thank
go ahead
you.
and post this right now in the box selection. Tell us what you guys think about the podcast. Hope you guys all have a great day, and we'll come back for week two. Week two, right? We'll come back. We're gonna come back for week two.
I'm sure. Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
getting a better schedule at work, so I'll be able to jump on here like Monday through Wednesday, I think.
All right, perfect. Let's get it done.
Yes, sir.
So you guys have a great day. Thank you guys for watching in the box selection. Like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you guys go follow Louise on the IG, Bro Pencil Cards
Yes, sir.
9320. Deuces.
Thank you.